Welcome back to the Rising Parent Podcast, where we tackle the challenges and celebrate the joys of raising kids in the 21st century. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm Edna, ready to dive into another crucial conversation. You know, the kind we all need to have, but often avoid.
Exactly, Edna. And today's topic is definitely one of those. We're talking about something that's on practically every parent's mind: how to wrestle back our kids' and maybe even our own attention from the glowing screens of our phones and devices.
Oh, you're speaking my language, Tim.
I know the feeling. So we're diving into how to plan a no-phone summer, a practical guide to digital detox. We're going to explore why this might be important, how to approach it, and some practical tips to make it actually work. Because let's face it, promising a no-phone summer is one thing, actually pulling it off is a whole other ballgame. Okay, Edna, let's start with the big why. Why should we even consider a no-phone summer? I mean, aren't we just depriving our kids of fun?
Well, Tim, I think it's less about deprivation and more about, reprioritization. Think about it. What are they missing when they are glued to their phones? Real-world experiences, face-to-face connections, the sheer joy of boredom that sparks creativity. When was the last time a TikTok video fostered imagination?
That's a great point. It's about creating space for other things to flourish. Studies have shown that excessive screen time can be linked to sleep problems, anxiety, depression, and even attention deficits. And it's not just the kids, right? Parents are on their phones constantly too.
Oh, don't even get me started on my screen time guilt. It's like, do as I say, not as I doom scroll. It's a tough cycle to break. So the first step to planning a no-phone summer is acknowledging the need for one.
Absolutely. So let's get practical. Where do we even begin?
Negotiation. I'm serious. Announcing a no-phone summer as a non-negotiable decree will likely be met with rebellion. You need to involve your kids in the decision-making process.
Okay, how do we do that? Do we just ask them, hey, want to give up your phone for the summer?
No, frame it as an experiment, a challenge. Highlight the potential benefits: more family time, exciting new hobbies, improved sleep, the chance to actually hear themselves think. Get them to brainstorm alternatives. What would they like to do with their time instead?
I like that, turning it into a collaborative project. It's less about restriction and more about exploration. But what about the inevitable pushback? What do you say to the "but all my friends are online" argument?
Ah, the classic FOMO defense. That's a tough one. Remind them that real-life connections are far more meaningful than virtual ones. Suggest organizing in-person get-togethers with those friends. Plan outings, activities, anything to get them together in the real world. If that's not possible, then perhaps suggest a dedicated time for connecting with friends online each day. We'll get into that with parameters soon.
So setting boundaries is key. What kind of rules should we consider?
First, define what no phone actually means. Does it mean zero screen time whatsoever? Probably unrealistic for most families. More likely, it means limiting phone use to specific times and purposes. For example, no phones during meals, no phones after 9 p.m., or phones only for emergencies and essential communication.
That makes sense. We also need to think about exceptions. What about educational apps or online summer courses?
Absolutely. Make those exceptions clear up front. Maybe educational apps are allowed, but only for a limited time each day. And specify what essential communication means. Is texting friends considered essential? Probably not. Checking in with family? Definitely.
Okay, so we've defined the rules and made some exceptions. What about replacing the phone with something else?
This is crucial. You can't just take something away without offering a substitute. Brainstorm a list of alternative activities before the no-phone summer even begins. Think about what your kids enjoy: reading, sports, arts and crafts, music, board games, outdoor adventures.
And this is where parents need to step up and get involved, right? You can't just expect your kids to entertain themselves.
Exactly. Lead by example. Put down your phone, plan family activities, go for hikes, have game nights, cook together, visit local attractions. Show your kids that there's a whole world of fun to be had beyond the screen. One idea is to have a family camp out in your backyard, no phones allowed.
That sounds amazing. What other practical tips do you have for parents trying to pull this off?
A charging station. Designate a specific area in the house, like a kitchen counter or a hallway table, where all phones must be charged overnight. This helps prevent late-night scrolling in bed.
I love that idea. It's a physical reminder of the boundary.
And be patient. There will be moments of resistance, boredom, and maybe even a little bit of withdrawal. It takes time to break a habit.
It's like any other change. It requires consistency and support.
Exactly. And celebrate the small victories. Did your child finish a book they started? Did they spend an afternoon playing outside without complaining? Acknowledge their efforts and praise their progress. Positive reinforcement is key.
Okay, Edna, this has been incredibly helpful. So, to recap, let's summarize the key takeaways from our no-phone summer discussion.
Firstly, recognize the why. Understand the benefits of reducing screen time for both kids and parents. It's about reclaiming our attention and fostering real-world connections.
Secondly, involve your kids in the planning process. Make it a collaborative effort, not a top-down decree.
Thirdly, define clear boundaries and exceptions. Be specific about when and how phones can be used.
Fourthly, offer alternative activities. Provide engaging and exciting options to fill the void left by phones.
And finally, lead by example, be patient, and celebrate the small wins. This is a journey, not a race.
Excellent summary, Edna. So, listeners, are you ready to take the plunge and plan your own no-phone summer? It might seem daunting, but the potential rewards are huge. Stronger family bonds, increased creativity, improved mental health, and a chance to rediscover the joys of the real world.
And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Even small steps in the right direction can make a big difference.
That's right. So don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for your family. And if you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to the Rising Parent Podcast. We release new episodes every week, tackling the challenges and celebrating the triumphs of modern parenting.
You can also leave us a review on your favorite podcast app. We love hearing from you.
Thanks for joining us today, everyone.
Until next time, happy parenting.